Video lesson prepared by N. Markandaya, lecturer in chemistry, Dr. BRR Government Degree College, Jedchalla. So, Department of Chemistry. Topic is carbohydrates. BSc third year, 6th semester, paper 7. See here carbohydrates. Introduction of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are the most abundant class of bioorganic compounds. They serve as major source of metabolic energy for all living organisms. Sugars and starch, in the form of sugars and starch. In addition, we clothe ourselves with cellulose in the form of cotton and build houses and furniture from cellulose in the form of wood. Thus, the carbohydrates provides us food, cloth and shelter. So, main carbohydrates provide the food in the form of sugar and starch, provide cloths in the form of cellulose. So, it's provide the shelter in the form of wood. So, carbohydrates provides us food, clothing and shelter. The formula of many carbohydrates can be written as carbohydrates. Formula is CnH2ON. CnH2ON. This is the carbohydrates. But later structural studies revealed that they did not contain intact water molecules. However, the name carbohydrates continue. So, but some carbohydrates contain the CnH2n formula. So, but some carbohydrates obey the carbohydrates formula. But some carbohydrates does not obey the carbohydrate formula. So lateral structural studies revealed that they did not contain intact water molecule. Because some carbohydrates obey the CnH2ON rule. For example, glucose C6. For example, C6H12O6. See here we can write this C6H2O6. So this obey CnH2O. This is the carbohydrate. But all carbohydrates does not obey this CnH2n formula. Okay, next point. The carbohydrates are a major source of metabolic energy both for plants and for animals. That depends on plants for food. Animals depends on plants for food. The substances which supply energy to human body are carbohydrates. Simple definition of carbohydrate is the substances which supply energy to human body are carbohydrates. See here, plants prepare the carbohydrates by photosynthetic reaction. Photosynthesis reaction. We know the photosynthesis reaction in the presence of chlorophyll, in the presence of light source. So chlorophyll absorbs the carbon dioxide and water molecule to form a glucose. This is the photosynthesis reaction. 6CO2, 6H2O. In the presence of H nu, chlorophyll, C6H12O6, that is glucose plus 6O2. This is the photosynthesis reaction. So in that reaction, these plants prepare the carbohydrates and oxygen. Next, So the main definition of carbohydrates is definition of carbohydrates. So carbohydrates are defined as the optically active polyhydroxy aldehydes and ketones. Carbohydrates are defined as the optically active polyhydroxy aldehydes or ketones. Polyhydroxy means carbohydrates contain the number of hydroxy groups and aldehyde group or ketone group. So polyhydroxy aldehydes or ketones are known as a carbohydrates, or substances which yield these on hydrolysis are called carbohydrates. The substances which yield these on hydrolysis are called carbohydrates. So for example for carbohydrates is C6H12O6, C6H12O6. This is glucose, fructose, mannose. So formula is same for glucose, fructose, mannose. This formula for these three are C6H12O6. For the arrangement of hydroxy groups and functional groups are so different too. So next one is sucrose, C12H22O11. C12H22O11, sucrose. Next cellulose or starch, C6H10O5 taken N. This is the cellulose or starch. These all are the example for the carbohydrates. Glucose, fructose, mannose, sucrose, cellulose, starch. These all are the example for carbohydrates. Next, nomenclature of carbohydrates. See the class name or the suffix of carbohydrates is OSE, OSE. The suffix of carbohydrates is OSE. For example, take glucose, fructose, sucrose, maltose, mannose, arabinose, galactose, raffinose. These all are containing the OS as a suffix. See here, glucose, OS is there, fructose, OS is there, sucrose, OS, so maltose, OS, mannose, OS. So these all carbohydrates, so having the OS as a suffix. So this is the simple nomenclature of glucose, carbohydrates. Next, see the classification of carbohydrates. So carbohydrates may be classified into two broad groups. One is sugars and non-sugars. So carbohydrates are classified into two main groups. One is sugars and second one is the non-sugars. Next, see the sugars. Take the definition of sugars. Sugars are sweet, crystalline and soluble in water. So we know about the sugars. So we are using the sugar so in many items. So sugars are sweet, and crystalline and soluble in water. So next, sugars are again classified into two types. So one is monosaccharides and second one is oligosaccharides. See here, first take the monosaccharides. So the compounds which cannot be hydrolyzed further to simple sugars is known as a monosaccharides. Compounds which cannot be hydrolyzed further to simple sugars is known as monosaccharides. See here, glucose, fructose, mannose, etc. These all are the example for monosaccharides. This glucose, fructose, mannose does not give simple sugars on hydrolysis. So these all are example for the monosaccharides. Next see monosaccharides, again two types. Monosaccharides again two types. So one is based on type of carbonyl group. Based on type of carbonyl group. See here, first one is aldose. First one is aldose. So aldose means aldose are having aldehyde functional group. Aldose are having aldehydic functional group. So we know the aldehydic functional group. Aldehydic functional group is C double bond O H. This is the aldehyde functional group. These functional group containing compounds known as a aldose. Aldose. For example, glucose. Glucose is a example for aldose. See the structure of glucose. Glucose structure CHO, CHOH4, CH2OH. This is the glucose structure. In this glucose structure, this glucose containing the aldehyde functional group. So glucose contain the aldehyde functional group. So glucose is a aldose. Glucose is a aldose because it contains the aldehyde functional group. Next one is ketoses. Ketoses having the ketonic functional group. So ketoses are having the ketonic functional group. So example for this ketoses is fructose, because fructose contain the ketone functional group. See the structure of fructose. CH2OH bond C double bond O bond CHOH3 bond CH2OH. See, total 6 carbons are there. 1, 2, 5, 6. This is the fructose function, fructose structure. In this fructose contain the ketone functional group. Fructose contain the ketone functional group. So fructose is a ketoses. Fructose is a ketoses. So based on type of carbonyl functional group, these monosaccharides are two types. One is aldoses and ketoses. Aldoses having the aldehyde functional group. Ketoses having the ketone functional group. Ketone means, so see here, C double bond O. This is the ketone functional group. So next, second one is based on nature of number of carbon atoms. Based on number of carbon atoms. So these monosaccharides again classified into so many types. See here, first one is triose. Triose. In triose means these contain 3 carbon atoms. Trioses contains 3 carbon atoms. For example, glyceraldehyde. The formula of glyceraldehyde CHO, CHOH, CH2OH. So these contain the 3 carbon atoms. Next, dihydroxyacetone. Dihydroxyacetone. Here OH group is there, OH group is there, remaining is acetone. So dihydroxyacetone also contain 3 carbon atoms. So these glyceraldehyde and dihydroxyacetone are example for trioses. Example of trioses. So next is tetroses. Tetroses. These contain 4 carbon atoms. So for example, erythroses. Erythrose. See the formula of erythrose. CHO, CHOH2, CH2OH. These D minus erythrose contain 4 carbon atoms and aldehyde functional group. So this is tetrose. Next, pentose. So pentose contain 5 carbon atoms. For example, arabinose. Arabinose is the example for pentose. Formula of arabinose is C5H10O5. So this is the carbohydrate containing 5 carbon atoms. So it is example for the pentose. So next one is the hexose. Hexose contain 6 carbon atoms. For example, glucose, mannose, and fructose. Glucose, mannose, fructose. These all are the formula is C6H12O6. So these all are contain the 6 carbon atoms. So these all are example for the hexose. These all are example for the hexose. So based on number of carbon atoms, these monosaccharides are classified as a trioses, tetroses, pentoses and hexoses. Okay, next one is so oligosaccharides. Oligosaccharides. See the definition of oligosaccharides. On hydrolysis, these oligosaccharides are these compounds on hydrolysis. These compounds give 2 to 10 monosaccharide units. So are known as a oligosaccharides. On hydrolysis, these oligosaccharides gives 2 to 10 monosaccharide units. This is these oligosaccharides. These are again classified into various types. So based on provide the number of monosaccharide units. Provide the number of monosaccharide units. See the first one is disaccharides. So on hydrolysis gives 2 moles of monosaccharides. Oligosaccharides on hydrolysis gives 2 moles of monosaccharides is known as a disaccharides. See the for example sucrose, maltose, lactose. See the sucrose formula is C12H22O11. So this is sucrose. So this sucrose on hydrolysis gives the C6H12O6, C6H12O6. On hydrolysis, sucrose gives one glucose units and another one is the fructose units in presence of H plus ion, acidic media, in presence of acidic media. So sucrose provides the 2 monosaccharide units. So that are glucose and fructose. So sucrose is the example for the disaccharides. Next one is the maltose. So maltose formula is C12H22O11. This maltose gives on hydrolysis in presence of H plus 2 moles of glucose units, C6H12O6. These 2 moles of glucose units, 2 moles of glucose units. So these maltose also example for the disaccharides. So these sucrose, maltose and lactose on hydrolysis gives 2 units of monosaccharides. So these sucrose, maltose, lactose, these all are example for the disaccharides. So next one, trisaccharides. On hydrolysis gives 3 units of monosaccharides. For example, raffinose. See the structure of raffinose is, formula of raffinose is C18H32O16 plus 2H2O in presence of H plus. So it gives a glucose, fructose, galactose. So here C6H12O6 glucose, C6H12O6 fructose, C6H12O6 galactose. So raffinose on hydrolysis gives 3 monosaccharide units that are glucose, fructose, galactose. So this raffinose is example for the trisaccharides. Next one is the tetrasaccharides. So on hydrolysis, these tetrasaccharides gives 4 moles of monosaccharide units. 4 moles of monosaccharide units. For example, stachiosa formula is C24 H42 O21. So on hydrolysis, this stachiosa gives a 4 units of monosaccharides, 4 monosaccharide units. So this is example for tetrasaccharides. So like this, so pentasaccharides, hexasaccharides, so heptasaccharides like these. So this is the oligosaccharides. Oligosaccharides means on hydrolysis these compounds gives 2 to 10 monosaccharide units. 2 to 10 monosaccharides units. So next one is non-sugars or polysaccharides. Non-sugars or polysaccharides. So non-sugars, these are tasteless and amorphous solids. On hydrolysis, this provides large number of monosaccharides. Large number means so more than 10 monosaccharide units. These are non-sugars are tasteless and amorphous solids. On hydrolysis, these non-sugars or polysaccharides provide greater than like more than 10 monosaccharide units known as a poly or non-sugars. For example, starch and cellulose. Starch and cellulose are example for the polysaccharides. See here on hydrolysis, this starch gives a so number of more than 10 glucose units. Starch gives on hydrolysis number of glucose. Glucose means monosaccharides. Number of monosaccharide units. This is the polysaccharides. So next one more classification is there. So classification of sugars. Sugars are again classified into two types. One is reducing sugars and non-reducing sugars. Reducing sugars and non-reducing sugars. See here, reducing sugars. So carbohydrates which are reduced failing solution and Tollens solution is known as a reducing sugars. So failing solutions means cupric oxide convert into the red cuprous oxide precipitate. So it is a failing solution reaction. Tollens reagent means ammonical silver nitrate solution is known as a Tollens reagent. So which carbohydrates reduce failing solution or Tollens solution is known as a so reducing sugars. For example, all monosaccharides are the reducing sugars. All monosaccharides are the reducing sugars. Second one is non-reducing sugars. Non-reducing sugars. So these are not reduce failing solutions and Tollens solution. These are do not reduce failing solutions and Tollens reagent. This is known as a example for the sucrose. Sucrose is example of non-reducing sugar. So because it can't reduce failing and Tollens reagent. See the next monosaccharides. So the simple carbohydrates which do not undergo further hydrolysis are called a monosaccharides. For example, glucose and fructose. Glucose and fructose. Glucose is example for aldohexose. Glucose is example for aldohexose. Fructose is example for ketohexose. So because glucose contain, see here again the structure of glucose. Glucose is an example for aldohexose because glucose contain the aldehyde functional group, so it is known as a aldose. And glucose contain the 6 carbon atoms. So formula of glucose is C6H12O6. Here 6 carbons is there, so it is a example for the hexose. Glucose contain the aldehyde functional group, so it is a aldose, and it contain the 6 carbon atoms, so it is a hexose. So finally glucose is example for the aldohexose because it contain the aldehyde functional group and 6 carbon atoms. So like that, fructose is example for the ketohexose. See the structure of fructose, CH2OH, C double bond O, CH2OH. The formula of fructose is C6H12O6. So these fructose contain ketone functional group. These fructose contain ketone functional group. So it is known as example for ketose. And it contain the 6 carbon atoms. It contain the 6 carbon atoms. So it is a hexose. So finally fructose is example for ketohexose because it contain the ketone functional group and 6 carbon atoms. So it is example for the ketohexose. So glucose is example for the aldohexose and fructose is example for the ketohexose. So this is the classification of carbohydrates. Next one, chemical properties, structural elucidation of glucose. Structural elucidation of glucose, evidence for straight chain or open chain structure. Evidence for straight chain or open chain structure. So see the structural elucidation of glucose. The molecular formula of glucose is C6H12O6. We know the molecular formula of glucose is C6H12O6. Second one is the acetylation. Glucose on reaction with acetic anhydride forms pentaacetyl derivative and acetic acid. So pentaacetyl derivative and acetic acid. See here. So these glucose react with the acetic anhydride to form a pentaacetyl derivative and acetic acid. This reaction indicates the presence of 5 OH groups. This reaction indicates the presence of 5 OH groups. So this reaction indicates the glucose contain the 5 OH groups. Since it is exists as a stable compound, glucose is a stable compound. Hence 5 OH groups should be attached to different carbon atoms. So by the above reaction, so glucose contain the 5 OH groups. Glucose is a stable compound. So hence these 5 OH groups should be attached to different carbon atoms. See here. So these OH groups react with the acetic anhydride CH3. The formula of acetic anhydride is here OH CH3CO O CO. So this is the acetic anhydride formula. OH it will form a acetic acid CO O COCH3. So in the presence of hydrogen, acetyl group are substituted. This is the acetate. This is the acetyl. So this glucose forms a penta-acetyl derivative. Penta-acetyl derivative. So glucose contain the 5 OH groups. So this reaction, these OH react with the acetic anhydride. So by removing of acetic acid, so it will form a acetyl derivative. Acetyl derivative. This is the reaction for the OH react with the acetic anhydride. So next third one is reduction to N-hexane. Reduction to N-hexane. Glucose on reaction with HI and red phosphorus gives N-hexane. So this formation of N-hexane indicates that 6 carbon atoms of glucose is in a straight chain. See the reaction here. C6H12O6 is a glucose. It reacts with the HI. So red phosphorus. So it forms a N-hexane. In N-hexane, these 6 carbon atoms are in straight chain. So glucose also contain the 6 carbon atoms in straight chain structure. Next fourth reaction is formation of cyanohydrin. See here glucose combines with 1 mole of HCN and forms a cyanohydrin. Indicates the presence of carbonyl group. So carbonyl group, carbonyls means aldehydes and ketones. These carbonyls react with the hydrogen cyanide to form a cyanohydrins. So this glucose react with the 1 mole of HCN to form a cyanohydrin. This indicates the presence of carbonyl group. See, so like here HCN, here Cn is Cn minus H plus. This oxygen is more electronegative than the carbon. So hydrogen is attached to C minus, Cn minus attached to carbon to form a OH and Cn. This is the cyanohydrin. The aldehydes and ketones both give the cyanohydrin with hydrogen cyanide. So this indicates the glucose contain the carbonyl functional group. It may be aldehyde or ketone. Next is the reduction. So glucose reduces Tollens reagent. Tollens reagent means ammonical silver nitrate to silver mirror, and it reduces the failing solution cupric oxide to red cuprous oxide. So glucose reduces the Tollens reagent and failing solution. This indicates the presence of aldehyde group present in the glucose. From the above reaction, these glucose contain the maybe aldehyde group or ketone group. So for this reduction reactions, these glucose contain the only aldehyde functional group. So does not contain the ketone functional group, only aldehyde functional group, because glucose reduces the Tollens reagent, so as well as the failing reagent. Okay, this reaction, next oxidation. Glucose reacts with the 1 mole of bromine water and gives the monocarboxylic acid. Bromine water gives the monocarboxylic acids. This reaction indicates the presence of aldehyde functional group. From the above reaction, this glucose contains the aldehyde functional group. From this reaction, this aldehyde group which is present at one end of the glucose molecule, one end of the glucose molecule, since it valence is also 1. See here, glucose react with the bromine water. Bromine water is a mild oxidizing agent. It oxidizes the aldehyde group into the carboxylic group, aldehyde group into the carboxylic group. In gluconic acids, this COOH is present at one end of the gluconic acid. So in the glucose also, aldehyde group present at so one end of the glucose molecules. So this is indicates the CHO group present at one end of the glucose molecules. Next, glucose on oxidation with concentration HNO3 gives dicarboxylic acid. Dicarboxylic acid. It indicates the presence of aldehyde group and primary alcohol group, CH2OH groups, at other end of the glucose molecules. See here, CHO group one end, primary alcohol CH2 group OH another end. This glucose oxidizes with concentration HNO3. Concentration HNO3 is a strong oxidizing agent. This CHO group convert into the COOH group, and primary alcohols also convert into the COOH group. So it forms a glucoric acid. One end contain the COOH group, and another one contain the COOH group. This aldehyde group convert into the COOH group, and primary alcohols also convert into the COOH group, because the concentration HNO3 is a strong oxidizing agent. It can oxidize the aldehyde group as well as the primary alcohol group. So this reaction indicates this aldehyde group at present one end, and primary alcohol group present at another end of the glucose molecules. So from the above reactions means acetylation reactions and reduction to N-hexane and formation of cyanohydrin and reduction of Tollens reagent and failing reagent, and on oxidation it gives a gluconic acid with bromine water, and oxidation with concentration HNO3 it gives a glucoric acid. From the above reactions, the structure of glucose can be written as, see here, like here, like this, CHO, CHOH, CHOH, CH2OH, here CHO, CHOH, 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 CH2OH. From the first acetylation reaction, these glucose contain the 5 hydroxy groups. Here 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 hydroxy groups. And glucose is a stable compound. So these 5 hydroxy groups should be attached at different carbon atoms. See, so these 5 OH groups are attached with different carbon atoms. Second one, so reduction to N-hexane. So it contains the 6 carbon atoms in a straight chain. See here, these 6 carbon atoms present in the straight chains. From the formation of the cyanohydrin, this glucose contain the maybe aldehyde functional group and ketone functional group. By glucose reduces the Tollens reagent and failing reagent, this glucose should contain the aldehyde functional group. So this glucose contain the aldehyde functional group. From the oxidation reaction, So these, from the oxidation of bromine water to form a gluconic acid, this aldehyde functional group present at one end of the this glucose molecule, present at one end of the, so this carbon chain. So it gives a glucoric acid with concentration HNO3. From this reaction, this glucose contain the aldehyde functional group and primary alcohol group. This aldehyde functional group, so at one end of the chain, and primary alcohol is so another end of the chain. See here, aldehyde group one edge of the this glucose molecule, and primary alcohol is another end of the glucose molecule. So this is the structural elucidation of the glucose molecule. See, this is the structure of glucose. Okay, thank you.